examples of people, behaviors, or personalities that play a role in influencing human behavior. They were introduced by the Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung, who suggested that these archetypes were archaic forms of innate human knowledge passed down from our ancestors.
Hello everyone, everywhere. Welcome back to my channel. We are transitioning from 2020 into 2021. And I think we can all agree that it has been a very unusual year, 2020 that is. And I am choosing to take this out of it. And it's something I heard Joe Dispenza say, that for change to happen, we have to get outside of our comfort zone. And now some people just don't want change at all. However, change is the only constant element truly in our lives. So I believe it's better to swim along with the stream than it is to go upstream. I mean, unless you're trying to get a workout. So on that note, today's reading is going to be about what's happening for you in 2021. Some things that you may want to pay attention to. I'm going to call today's reading the Karmic Wheel. And that way we can just get a little bit of a view into the potential for you in 2021. And the way it works is you can select one of these decks of cards or the crystal in front of it. So this is a new deck that I just received, and it's the Gilded Tarot. That's set one with the beautiful crystal pyramid. So just meditate on that and see if it calls to you. Set two is the Crowley Tarot, and it's the Thoth Tarot actually. You know, I have my short names for them. And that one is with the Phantom Crystal. I really love this crystal. It's very special. I believe it came into my life at a time when I really needed to elevate spiritually. So it was perfect timing. And then we have set three. And this is the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot with the twin quartz crystals. Also very beautiful how they grow together, form like a little family. Crystals are very special, I love them. And the Universal Weight Tarot. And this one is accompanied, it's set four, and it's accompanied by the beautiful crystal wand, which of course belonged to my dearly beloved Samaya, my mother and my tarot mentor and spiritual mentor, life bringer. So take a deep breath and see which of these sets of cards calls to you. And in the description box below, you will find a timestamp and you can go straight to your reading. Let's see what the cards have in store for you. Hello, set one, and welcome to your reading. I had chosen a card for everyone, just the symbolism of this year, 2021. And I got Cosmic Awareness Lava. So I think it's definitely going to be a time collectively for all of us to raise our consciousness and to take responsibility for all of our actions. But I will take one for you specifically, just to leave an energetic imprint for your reading. Natural waves, love. All right, so let's have a look. The bottom of the deck for your karmic wheel is just the prevailing energy. and it's the Five of Swords. So there is a sense of defeat right now for you overall. And I mean, it's been a rough year. I see this person standing on a landscape that's looking very bare and not really the most comfortable. However, there is still life and potential. It's just this person is a little bit guarded, of course. They don't want to get hurt. They don't know what they're dealing with, and therefore there's this sense of being prepared for whatever may come. So that's just the general feelings prevailing your reading, okay? So let's see the past energies affecting the present. The Lovers, okay. So there's definitely been a really beautiful meshing of souls in a connection. And depending on the other cards, we'll see if you're leaving this behind or if this is something you're taking with you. But it's definitely on your mind because it's the strongest energy in your past. So this event, this Lovers situation that you have had is very crucial to the decisions that you're going to be making in your present. And it's very much affecting your karma for 2021. But it's beautiful. There's a lot of beauty. However, I do see the feminine being very bare, barely clothed, which signifies more openness, whereas the male, masculine energy is shielded. So while they're lovers, she's giving herself up in abandon, and he's kind of quite sturdy and strong. I mean, you could say that this is also someone that can really be relied upon, right? And that's why she's allowing herself this sense of abandon. So let's see the present. What's going on right now? The moon, wow. And we've just had a full moon at the end of the year as well. So there's definitely a lot coming to the surface as a result of this connection. This is indeed a very karmic connection. I do see a spiritual past life, whatever you believe, soul family. This is a deep connection. That's why it's obviously still affecting you. It was something magical, mysterious, maybe even forbidden. And right now, in the present, this is your rite of initiation. And it makes sense with the new year. It's like passing through a portal. And the moon always signifies a rite of initiation and a passage from one phase to another. That couldn't be more appropriate. For you, I really see very much the Cancer energy, protecting your feelings, but also wanting to understand the deeper mysteries of the connection and what makes it tick, what makes existence tick. You're asking the deeper questions at this point, and maybe delving into the occult as well. But everything is not quite as it seems. So as you go through this transition, just bear that in mind, that there can also be a lot of illusions. So just kind of observe your thoughts, because some may be very accurate and based on experience, but some may be almost outlandish. So be aware of that. It's not really a time for decision making. That's what I feel that you need to go through this transition and see what it brings before you can make any concrete movements forward with the direction of your life and where you want to be and where you see yourself at. So let's see the energies that are coming into play for the future. Okay, the Three of Wands. So definitely right now you're sort of on the safe side of the shore, but you are looking into travel in the future, expansion, building of your assets, business, definitely moving forward with projects and putting sails. That's a really, really huge, pirate style sail ship out there. And I see like you are definitely looking forward to new shores in the new year. you have plans that you'd like to implement, and it feels, it's a little bit dark still. You're still affected by this moon, so it's going to take you some time for the coast to clear and for you to really be able to set your sails with confidence. The weather, so to speak, is still uncertain, so it's not the best time to make a move, but I do see it coming soon, and this could even be March. It's the Three of Wands, so it could be Aries, could be any fire sign really, but I'm feeling March, Aries, as a time of setting things in motion and traveling forward and, putting plans into action. So let's see the karma. For you, the Two of Wands. How beautiful, because we have the Three, but the Two of Wands is really nice because with the lovers in the past, and I'm seeing a trend here, there's these two, looks like an 11, right? The two pillars, and then they're right there in the moon again, right? And then in the Three of Wands, there are two at the front and then one that he's holding in his hands. So I still see that theme. However, the karma is very much the two, and I think this is a beautiful Two of Wands. Because sometimes the Two of Wands can be like a conflict, but here I don't see that. I see it as that spiritual union actually leading a path and lighting its own path. So I think the resolutions for you will come as the light shines down of the sun and you see the day and you see the landscape. I feel it's going to be the same thing. Like, yes, the weather is going to seem a little uncertain, as to circumstances and what's going on even with connections and businesses. But your overall karma is actually really beautiful. I see the stag and the birds flying peacefully and the bunny rabbit. And again, that speaks of springtime. And I think this is a squirrel or a fox, but basically creatures of the forest. I really see good karma for you in relationships, especially when it comes to you and one specific other person, sorry. And I mean specifically that person in your past that's still affecting the present. And even though it feels shifty right now and you're not sure, I feel you will actually be very, very sure. And it'll be clarified to you like the light of day. And so the general advice for you for 2021, temperance, very beautiful. Everything in moderation, including moderation, one of my favorite mottos. I think it says that you essentially have evolved to a level where you will know when to use fire and when to use ice. You will know at each and every moment how to listen to the divine guidance all around you when you're seeking that assistance. And it's a learning process, but it's a beautiful one, and you have mastered a lot already. So I think this is going to be a really beautiful year for you, and it's going to be temperate. I feel that while it feels like this has been probably the biggest test ever in your life emotionally, you have grown so much as a result that you'll be able to really shine in your light and find fulfillment and happiness within yourself and with the relationships and projects that you are setting forth. So it's a really beautiful and positive reading overall. Even though things feel a little shifty and you're still on the defensive, I feel that that's going away. And you may still be reflecting upon the past in order to plan your future moves, but I see you very much as someone who, the minute that you can set things forward, you will. I also would like to take an oracle card for you. Maybe I will do the animal medicine cards because you had all the little animals in the forest. So just as a guide for you this year, we're gonna ask which animal you should look up. And if that animal appears to you in any way, it'll be one of those signs of divine guidance for you, okay? Or this animal may speak to you as to certain traits that you may want to exhibit or embody. All right, let's see. Set one's spirit animal for the year 2021. moose. Wow, very powerful. Number 11, master number 11. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the squirrel. The squirrel, I know, is definitely about saving, for a rainy day kind of thing. It's good. It's like building your nest egg so that you can be ready. I believe the moose is masculine energy. Let me just double check that. Haven't gotten that one in some time. Oh, it's self-esteem. So yeah, very beautiful. Moose, help me to honor the gifts I gave and recognize my worthiness long as I live. Very beautiful. So, self-esteem. And if you run into a moose, you'll know. And let's take a little angel card for you as well. This is a message for you for 2021. Love, with the lovers and love and the Two of Wands, but also sisterhood and brotherhood. So, love comes in many shapes or forms, and this does not mean that it won't be romantic love, but what I'm getting is you're going to have both a sense of community as well as your actual, romantic love. And on that note, one last card. We're going to take the romance angels for you for 2021. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. That's very good advice. And what's at the bottom for you? Honeymoon. Well, definitely some travels with someone that you really love and who really loves you as well. Okay, so many blessings to you for 2021. I could go a little deeper, but time is of the essence. And I will see you in the next one. Have a very happy New Year. Hello, you have chosen set 2. And I chose this earlier for the year in general, 2021. And it's Cosmic Awareness Lava. And I believe it has to do with all of us realizing that we are interconnected. So that's the big lesson to take from 2020. But I will take one for you as an energetic imprint for your Wheel of Karma reading. Healing Waters, Lava. Very beautiful. A lot of healing coming in for you this year. So let's see at the bottom of the deck, what's the energy prevailing? Wow, the Empress. This is the energy of the mother, the nurturer, the giver, unconditional love, beauty, selflessness, but also self-care simultaneously. That unconditional love, in order for it to be freely given, it has to be first given to oneself. So I really see her, holding that lotus close to her heart, and not in any way in a selfish way, completely the opposite. More like, if my heart is full, I will have that much more to give, that kind of energy. So it's really beautiful. It's very peaceful. It's very warm. It's very centered. It's very like in your essence. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful feminine energy card. So that's the prevailing vibe for you. Let's see the energies from the past affecting your presence right now. Okay, so it's been a very disruptive year for you. And I mean, one could argue, who has it not been disruptive for? But in your case, it was like when it rains, it pours. Everything came crashing down and crumbling down. And, but it was cleansing and cathartic as well. To me, the Tower, and someone else said this recently, and I do see it that way also. It's the crumbling of the ego structures And yes, it's painful to let go of that, but you're truly making room for the new in the sense that you're completely letting go of everything that no longer serves you. But it's deep. I mean, it's very devastatingly hard to do, to go that deep and to cleanse out all that trauma, all that pain, everything that came up for you. It's just been very challenging at a core level. And this is still affecting you, that it's a strong sense of having been shaken out of your comfort zone, right? And that's, you don't feel like you're building on a solid foundation. At the same time, I'm seeing the volcanoes in Hawaii and how after the whole earth gets charred and burned, it's so much more fertile. So I'm feeling this was a good sort of cataclysmic breakdown of things in the past. So let's see where you're at in the present. Because I mean, with this energy, it's obvious that it actually created space for you to really find your zen, right? So let's see where you're at in the present. Wow, this is so cool. The other reading, set one, also had the moon in this exact position. So, yeah, it's a time of transition. And it makes so much sense because I'm asking for 2021, what's coming into play for you karmically. There's a lot with the moon and the tower. I mean, you've had to dredge deeply at the bottom of that well, and things are still very much in flux. I'm sensing more Pisces from this moon. The other one I was seeing Cancer, but here, of course, it could be either or. But it's a time of dreams. There's also a lot of illusions and not knowing, how to separate, how do they say it, the wheat from the chaff. It's sort of like, it's a time of ambiguity. It's a time of, there's a lot of murkiness around you, and it's hard for you to see clearly, but it is also really a time of a deep initiation into a higher level of being. It's just that at this moment you can't quite see. It's kind of that gestation period, that time in the womb. And actually with the Empress here, you may very well also be someone that just became a mother or was about to become a mother. There is definitely that for some of the viewers, some of you, just because of those two cards together. But anyways, I see you going through this transition right now as a very deeply high initiation. You're sort of just having to clear your way and find your way in the fog, in a sense. But because it's the moon changes phases, right? And it's cyclical. But you're at the part of the cycle right now where nothing is as of yet clear to you at all. So let's see what's coming into play in the future. That's really beautiful. So it's again this beautiful, soft, kind, feminine, loving energy. And this is the Princess of Cups. The Princess of Cups, despite her pain in the past and sometimes the uncertainty, she's still able to hope and to open her heart and to trust. And that is so beautiful. So this could be for some of you a person like this coming into play in your life, like you finding someone this loving, or it could be you being this loving and being able to really nurture the people around you and lead by example by the power of gentleness. I'm really getting this very strongly. You've gone so deep and learned such foundation shaking lessons in your life, and yet look at how beautiful and trusting and kind, the kindness, a delicacy, a sense of sweetness and tenderness. And basically I see this in your future, like I see you actually coming into that feminine power within, or finding that energy around you and feeling completely supported and loved, and being able to pass that unconditional love around to others as well. Okay? So of course the Princess of Cups is generally represented by a water sign, but she's simply someone who's very much from the heart. And this is your karma for 2021. Oh, I love it. 10 of Cups. Doesn't get much better than that. This is really good karma. For all the suffering that you've been through and all the uncertainty, you actually are promised. And of course, it's a general reading, right? But overall, I mean, this is as happy of a card as you can get when it comes to love, relationships, and being fulfilled to the brim. It's really special. The 10 of Cups is just, and then look at the Lotus overflowing with the cups. It's just this feeling of, I'm also getting like if you had health concerns and it was something to do with that, you're really going to be brimming with beautiful joy and health and radiating, and just your love is going to do service to so many people. I really see you just spreading so much kindness in this world. It's unbelievable how generous you are with your heart. Really, really beautiful. The projects that you are manifesting are going to really enrich a lot of lives. That's what I see that, and that's why you're getting such great karma and happiness, because you are just so giving. And let's see the advice for you. Art. Wow. Amazing. So this is in this deck like an alchemy card. You are someone that can literally rise from the ashes like a phoenix, and you can turn crap into gold. You know, the advice is to be creative, be inventive, use all your resources. You're very resourceful, and do not limit your ability by second guessing anything about yourself. And not that you do, but there have been some shaky foundations, and maybe at one point you thought all hope was lost, but no, nowhere near. You're only just coming into your true power. And if you start actually putting together the elements of what you've learned in your life and being inventive and stepping outside of your box, you can create something completely new and something that's going to really benefit a lot of people. So I feel like this is going to be a very beautiful and amazing year for you, and that all that darkness from the past that still kind of lingers in the present is not going to stop you, because your heart is just so beautiful, and you are such a magnificent soul with so much to accomplish on this planet. So there is your karmic wheel. Let's take an oracle card for you. I think I'm going to take a goddess card since we have the Empress, and see what goddess comes up for you, just as a symbol, something you might want to pay attention to, or you want to read up on her, you know, just to give you a little extra look out for synchronicities, all of that. So which goddess is of significance for set 2? So at the bottom we have Sophia, wisdom. Wow. And this one, Sheila Nagi, opening. This is very interesting. Okay, it's the one image I've always thought, what if that one appears and I have to like show it on camera? But I think it's beautiful because it's basically the ultimate divine feminine. It just shows that it doesn't matter that she is a mature woman, she's still a woman all the way, and there's no denying that. And as a woman, she symbolizes the ultimate receptive. She's, you know, opening her yoni as a symbol of her opening herself up to the creation. And especially because she's a past childbearing years, this is creative. That ties into the art card. It's about creativity. And Sophia the wisdom, the great goddess of wisdom. So it's using that wisdom that also comes from age and experience, and putting it forth with that unconditional, beautiful heart of yours. And we're also going to take a little angel card for you. Set 2 for 2021. We have abundance. How beautiful. Well, with the Empress, it doesn't surprise me. Very abundant energies. And humor at the bottom of the deck. And of course, laughter is always the best medicine. as I say that. There's movement on my table, excitement, laughter is great. And last but not least, we're gonna take a little romance angel for you. See what to pay attention to in 2021. Set 2, romance angel message. Okay, we have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Well, if you feel that way about someone, make sure to explore it. And at the very bottom, finances and career. Wow. So financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So it could be that the person that you are interested in, if there is someone like that, or there will be someone like that this year, could be very busy, or vice versa, you could be the one. So basically it seems that something about finances will be a factor in your romantic feelings. So just pay attention to that. It's not a good or a bad thing, it's just something to pay attention to. So have a beautiful, happy 2021, and I'll see you in the next one. Hello, set 3, and welcome to your reading. So this one I had taken for everyone for 2021, just for the year in general. And Cosmic Awareness Lava just basically tells me that we are all tapping into the divine as humanity and receiving more awareness. We're realizing that we are more than just what we see here on earth. I think everyone is connecting to their roots and to spirit. And we're evolving. That's definitely the trending message, but this is one that I'm going to take for you just as an energetic imprint for your year, for your karmic wheel reading for set 3. And it is balance, lightning. As above, so below. There we go. So there's your energetic imprint. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck for you this year. 2021, the King of Cups. So this is very much a divine masculine energy, a man who's in tune with his emotions, a masculine energy that is mature, emotionally intelligent, loving, someone who's really there for you. Someone who really has their heart on their sleeve for you. And while they are very regal and royal, and this could be you, he's sitting on a throne, and obviously he's a powerful man. He's wearing a headpiece. His clothing is very luxurious. But yet he is willing to offer that cup to be there for you, truly be there for you. And if this is you in that masculine energy, then you're ready to really be there for someone because they're worth it to you. So that's the prevailing energy. Let's see what's happening with the past that's still affecting your present at this moment. The 7 of Swords. So while it's been a challenging year for many people, and there has been some, you've had to be shrewd about how you ran your business, and you've had to take different measures, as have many people had to do. It's been really, but you've kept working through this. I see the smokestacks in the background. So I get that even though it's been like slim pickings, you've been able to get by quite well. But I do feel there has been some struggling, and also some shifty people around you in your past, and you've had to kind of deke some difficult situations. But this is someone who's very well equipped and also staying in their logic in order to figure out their plan of actions. And so that's how you've been able to, he's walking on tiptoes, kind of like a thief. And what I'm getting from that, it's more like flying under the radar, sort of, but yet figuring out what to do next. So that's been the energy, but it's been a little bit of an uncertain energy, and that's still with you right now. So let's see what's happening in the present. Oh wow, another king, the King of Swords. So I'm feeling very much a masculine energy in this reading, and this king is very much, we're talking about the logic, you know. This is definitely an air sign, someone who's very much thinking about you and how they want to proceed, or you are very much thinking about someone and how you want to proceed with them, having to sort of make a decisive, like, it's like setting a new law. That's what I'm feeling. It's like writing a new rule, devising intellectually how you're going to make it work. And this could be this person's energy towards you, or you, depending on who's watching, it may resonate. But what I'm feeling is there's a serious energy and an energy of having to be very decisive in order to move forward. Also with this loving energy, there's been some sneaking around in the past, and more just because of the uncertainty and the unknown. But I think now it's clear and it's evident what needs to be done. And this person, whether it be a masculine in your life or whether it's you, is finally getting to that point of like, I think I know what needs to be done and it's time to implement it. So let's see what's coming into play in the future. Five of Swords. Okay, so I think there's a fear of rejection here. That's what I'm seeing. It's this person that's like watching someone walk away and they're armed and they're like, are they coming back? Can I trust them to have really walked away? So this is still going to be in the energy for you for a little while. This shiftiness that was in the past. It seems that certain elements from your past need to be cut loose in order for you to finally be able to give your heart. And if it's that person is someone in your life and it's not you, then what I see is that they need to really cut some things off first with people in their past before they can truly proceed with you. It's strange, this reading is very much about this masculine. So if you're a feminine, it seems like everything is sort of hanging by the ability of this masculine person to free themselves of this past uncertainty and be decisive. So let's see what your karma is for this year. The Chariot, well, you're gonna finally move things forward the way that you wanna move them forward. So regardless of whether you're waiting for this person or whether it's you, it's definitely your year of making big career changes and upgrades, also academic upgrading, but it's very good karma. The karma says you're gonna be moving forward and moving forward in style. So it's positive karma. It's a card of action. It's gonna be a year of, you might even move, travel. It's definitely a movement. It could be moving from one place to another, moving in. For some of you, definitely upgrading, getting a promotion. I see that kind of thing. And also financially getting ahead. And of course, it's the Cancer card. And then, which is kind of like having the home on your back, being able to also feel safe and protected and not having to deal and be so vulnerable to all those outside energies and thoughts and ideologies as well. There's a lot of that because there are a lot of swords here. The only Cup card was at the bottom of the deck. All the others are, so it's very much intellectual concerns for you for 2021. And let's see the advice. Wow, Judgment Day. So I think it's telling you to trust that there is a divine plan. And that's what this card is all about. It's about that final reckoning. But I mean, you have really good karma, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. And this shadiness that's been happening around you, I mean, you've had a reason to have to want to protect yourself. And if you're dealing with someone who is cautious, they've had a reason as well. It's not personal towards you. I feel that you will get the goodness that you deserve and the recognition, the heavenly recognition for the way that you handle things. And so the advice is to remember that and keep that in mind. Anytime you're making a decision, think of your highest spiritual path. That's where you need to be coming from, right? And yes, get the wheels rolling on whatever projects they are, but always, always, as advice, I see this as keep in mind that there is a higher divine justice. And that if you're truly aligned with the goodness in your heart, because you can't always rationalize everything. You have an amazing heart as well. And I think it's very important for you to be able to trust it. Trust your heart. Your heart is connected to the divine, to God. And I don't know if you believe in guardian angels or not, but I feel you have very strong guardian angels. Trust that they have your back, and they have, I don't know why I'm getting your soul in their back pocket. Like, I feel like they've got you, There's nothing that you can really do wrong when you're coming from a place of love. But keep that in mind, keep that higher justice when things don't seem fair. Just remember that the only person that you can be accountable for is you. So we're gonna take an oracle card. I think we'll take one of these Wisdom of the Oracle cards for you. And then maybe a romance angel. Okay, set 3. Wisdom of the Oracle. What's an additional message for set 3, 2021? The never-ending story and come to the edge. Wow, very nice. Okay, so what I'm getting from this come to the edge is like live a little, Sometimes it's important to remember nothing ventured is nothing gained. You have to take a little bit of a risk in order to gain greater benefits, all right? Enjoy the ride. And the never-ending story, exactly, it's not over. There is a whole divine plan ahead for you. So the wheels will keep on moving. The chariot will keep moving forward and evolving, and you're just gonna go ever higher until you reach the echelon to the divine. So I think this is gonna be a really great year for you, a year of advancement for sure. Let's take a little angel card. Set 3, 2021. Integrity, beautiful, very important card. And perhaps that's what this King of Swords is signifying. He's very, very aligned in his integrity, that's for sure. At the bottom we had delight. Exactly, enjoy the process. Live on the edge a little bit. And last but not least, we'll take a romance angel for you. Set 3, 2021. Okay, so you may have felt like you've been dealing with unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So this may be something you've dealt with in the past. But at the bottom of the deck, we have very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Manifest it. Visualize it. Feel yourself already being there. And it'll be there very, very soon. And that's something, some people, when they do affirmations, they think, oh, I've done the full days and now I'm done. Where is it? Where is it? I found for me, even after I did the full 21 days, it still took a couple weeks for things to manifest. So, divine timing, trust. I hope this resonated, and I wish you a very happy 2021. And I look forward to all your advancements. I'll see you in the next one. Hello, set 4, welcome to your reading. First of all, this is one card that I had taken for 2021 in general. And with cosmic awareness, I just got this feeling that we are all realizing that we are interconnected and we're all one with the universe, with God. So I see that as a sign that humanity is ascending. I know it didn't feel like it so much, but as they say, It's always darkest before dawn, right? So, all right, this is a card for you for 2021. Set 4, energetic imprint. Put it at the bottom, and it is unity. As I speak of, we're all one. Mist. Okay? So that's the energetic imprint for your 2021 Karmic Wheel reading. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. So this is the energy that's kind of prevailing. Interesting. It seems like each deck has had a couple cards from the previous reading. So the 7 of Swords, the general energy for you right now is that you don't know who or what to trust. There's definitely a sense of defensiveness. There's a sense of post-battle. And I mean, I think that makes sense with how this year has gone. Everybody feels like they've been through a war zone. And it's that feeling of after battle. The good thing is I don't see any bloodshed. It's more like, okay, wills have been tested, ideas have been tested, and now the energy is sort of like, what's next? How do I tackle it? Very intellectual approach. This is a swords. It's the air, suit of air. So it's very much looking at things from an intellectual perspective, assessing one's circumstances, and seeing how to proceed forward safely. All right? But there is a sense of who can I trust as well. So let's see from the past what has come to affect you and still potentially affecting you. Yes, there's definitely been a sense of defeat, a broken heart. Perhaps a relationship ended for you in 2020, or you lost someone dear to you. There was definitely something very heartbreaking that took place. Maybe even your place of work. It's different things for different people. Obviously, it's a general reading. But there's been something that has, and it's significant. It's coming up to bring your attention to it, because this heartache is still affecting where you're at in the present. So let's see what it is. Okay, so I think you've been very vulnerable, and now the energy is that you're standing very firm in your power because you will not let anything hurt you like that again. So maybe a little bit too stoic at times, a little bit too much of the ego. But I think this broken heart has also led you to find that place of strength and authority within you, of calling certain shots about what you're going to allow to hurt you and what you won't, right? So, and this could also be an energy around you. It's very much the father energy. This is a very strong, powerful, accomplished individual, a very successful masculine energy, wise, but also very untouchable. That's what I'm feeling. And so there's a disconnect from the heart because of this heartbreak. And that's why it's important for you to hear this in this reading, because I feel that this heartbreak is contributing to where you're at. And maybe your hardness, I'm getting this sense of hardness. Traditionally, this is an Aries card, but it could be Taurus. I'm just feeling this very imposing kind of energy. And that's the present energy right now. Also possibly dealing with someone with a very, very big ego, right? Let's see what's coming into play in the future for you. Page of Cups, beautiful. It's funny, when I was shuffling these cards, this one actually flew out. So I see a young person, masculine, someone with a lot of love to offer, very unconditional. So it's definitely two different people here that we're talking about. So if this is you in the present, then maybe this could be like your son or a younger brother, someone like that, someone very significant coming into play for you. If this is a person in your life that still has a very powerful impact on you, I see something fresher happening for you in the future, and someone younger coming in and enabling you to feel playful again and to open that heart again and find that space for love. being able maybe to admit your inexperience. That's what I'm feeling here. It's like there's this need to be so in the ego, but actually the moment that you accept the inexperience, you're able to just go forward with your loving energies. There's nothing to lose in being loving, right? When someone is truly strong, they don't need to be imposing. Why is he all armored up? You know, like, is he afraid something's gonna come crashing from the sky? You know what I mean? And mind you, the way this year has gone, that could be the case, but I feel like this person can make themselves vulnerable. So I feel like there could be someone new coming in for you, someone younger and someone less imposing, and who's able to be playful and sweet and give you that unconditional love that can truly nurture you, or enable you to be that way again once you free yourself from these sort of, I don't know, I'm getting self-imposed restrictions for some of you. You know, rules, the emperor rules. It's all about rules and impositions, and this is more just about carefree. So I'm feeling definitely a beautiful energy coming, a much lighter energy for you for 2021. Let's see your karma for the year. Ah, interesting. So we have the Six of Pentacles. It came up in the reverse. Normally this is a card about giving and receiving, and the fact that it came up upside down means that it could feel like there could be a little bit of scarcity, and maybe it's because at times you've only given crumbs when maybe you could have given more. So there's a little bit of karma there that needs to be worked out in keeping a balance between giving and receiving. It could be that you overgive as well for some of you. And so your karma is to learn to balance that, you know, with the need. What is the actual need? But also not to be stingy, right? So it's a combination. Balance is doing what's appropriate. So the fact that the card comes upside down originally to me just says something has been off balance. You've either been giving too much or you've not been giving enough. And that has created some karma for you that, you know, what goes around comes around. And sometimes if you give too much, then people take you for granted, right? So it's just about understanding how those dynamics work. And if you give too little, you know, they resent you because they know that you're able to give more. And people are very intuitive beings, all of us. So the balance naturally happens. It's an ebb and flow. So I think for you this year, pay attention to that. Pay attention. And not as in like keeping track, but like, are you giving all you can give? Or are you giving too much? Okay, because that's where your karma is tied. And you know, if you are the emperor and you have so many riches, you know, why not give them away freely, right? So there's that aspect for some of you as well. There's no need to be stingy with that. And finally, this is the advice for you, the Page of Wands. Interesting, another page. So this youthful, active, dynamic energy that's coming into play. And I think it's telling you to embrace your creativity, embrace your sexuality, embrace your power, and even embrace your anger. These are all energies that are necessary for you to feel completely happy. So as an advice for you, I think it just says like, take action, hold on to your power, you know, don't let anyone take you off your power. So it could be that you are the emperor as well. You have a lot of power, but it's a good time to be more playful with it and to learn new things. With the two pages, I'm very much getting this feeling of surrounding yourself with younger energies and taking a fresh new approach for this year. And of course, if you are a feminine, this could also be the advice to go for the fire sign or the playful one. That's what I'm getting, because it seems like you might have some options when it comes to younger energies, masculines coming into play for you. Let's have a look at the oracle cards. We're going to take one of these Saints and Angels cards for you. All right, set 4. What's the message from the oracle cards? And if you're like a mature man, remember this karma of giving and receiving, and this might also be, I'm feeling like more time with your sons, and also like really watching them grow and learn, and that's coming through for some people. And for others, I see the broken heart will no longer be broken, and there will be a learning this year karmically of how to give and receive, and you will find the physical satisfaction as well. Okay, so let's take a card for set 4 for 2021. Saints and Angels, what's an important message? Love, yay. Well, that's really beautiful. The love is gonna come through again. That broken heart, no more. And heaven is watching over you. What a beautiful message for you. Really love it. Also want to take a little angel card for set 4 for 2021. Education, very nice. Definitely learning. There will be a learning process, and dealing with other people as well. And compassion. Always stay in that space of compassion in your heart. And last but not least, I'm going to give you a little romance angel card. And this is romance for set 4 for 2021. Forgiving and learning, definitely important with that broken heart. And stay optimistic about your love life. Very beautiful. That's at the bottom of the deck. So definitely good things coming into play for you. And the reminder is that as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So very beautiful. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So I wish you a very, very happy 2021. May your heart heal, and many blessings. I'll see you in the next one.